If you're someone who's hooked to porn from a very young age and you've consumed it for years and years, chances are that you have rewired your brain and really damaged it. That's because each time you consume pornography, you are basically flooding your brain with massive amounts of dopamine. So firstly, this causes your brain to be addicted to this massive dopamine hit. This is why you keep experiencing these urges to watch pornography each time you decide to leave it. It's because porn has rewired your brain into this dopamine-seeking machine. Secondly, excessive consumption of porn has damaged your prefrontal cortex. It has literally reduced its grey matter. And this region of the brain is responsible for functions like morality, impulse control, willpower, and a bunch of other things. Now, due to this weakened willpower and impulse control, people who are addicted to pornography have much poorer qualities of marital life and they're much more likely to cheat on their spouses. Additionally, they have a bunch of other problems due to this. The typical advice that is given to someone who is addicted to pornography is just use raw willpower to never watch porn again. Just control yourself, just clench your fists and avoid all the cravings and urges that you're getting. You see, the problem with this approach is that motivation is a limited resource and it is bound to run out, which is why you see relapses after relapses, like thousands and thousands of people trying to quit this habit, but they're not able to do so successfully. That's because they're using the wrong approach. This approach of using raw motivation does not stop the cravings, neither does it accelerate the healing of the brain. The quickest way to end all cravings of pornography and to significantly accelerate the rewiring of your brain and healing this damaged component of your brain is by fasting. In my opinion, you could completely heal your brain and have no cravings for pornography in just 2 to 3 months, provided that you're fasting. But if you're not fasting, then this process can take several years. The reason why fasting or not eating food for a duration of time is so effective, it's because whenever you do not consume food for a period of time, your body begins to produce an alternative source of energy. It begins to produce what we call ketones. And ketones are like superfood for the brain. And there are studies after studies that demonstrate this, just how good ketones are for brain injury, just how good ketones are for neurodegenerative disorders, and just how good fasting is for neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to rewire itself. I would say that if you're someone who has never fasted before, then start by doing shorter fasts and eventually build up to something like 16 to 18 hours of fasting. So basically you're fasting for 16 or 18 hours and then you have to consume your meals in your eating window. And this can take some time to get used to. Also make sure that the food that you eat during your eating window is high quality, whole, natural food. It's not processed garbage like chips, chocolates, KFC, or things filled with seed oils. Else you're just undoing all the benefits of fasting and you are going to further mess up your brain. If you would like help on your journey to beat this porn addiction and you would like to become the man that you always wanted to be, then click on the link in the description and book a free one-on-one call with me.